y'all came here to cash in on a check. No, I came here because I care about my brothers. I came here for my black men to help them to do whatever I can to bring a voice to my community. They ain't ready for you. Better get ready for you. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you. Better get ready for you. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for you. Better get ready for you.
Good morning, Bush people. So I just came to speak on something that I just had a conversation with a coworker. It was sad to me. She was speaking on her friend. Her and her friend went out a few days prior to Mother's Day. It was actually about 3 or 4 people in the car, and they went out, had a few drinks, and they left and was en route to do whatever, go whatever. And the young lady, I don't want to say her name because her name is not listed in the news article that I pulled up, so I won't say it. Um, it's a sad situation. This lady lost her life while she was sleeping. So, okay, so here's the article. Cocaine dealer who has sentence commuted by Obama charged over shooting. Now, Obama commuted his sentence back in 2015, I believe. So if he would have stayed in jail, this lady would still be alive, raising her 4 children. But oh well. So a man who had his federal life sentence commuted by President Obama in 2015 shot a woman on a Chicago expressway, leaving her brain dead earlier this week, according to prosecutors. Now this happened last week, not this week. This was last week. This is my old article. I knew nothing about it until after I just had this conversation a little while ago with a coworker, and it made me pull it up, and I just decided to share it. So Alton Miles, 54, was jailed for life in 1994 for trafficking cocaine. Under the third strike rule, it was an automatic life sentence because he had 2 prior felony convictions, even though he hadn't served any prison time for either offense. Miles was one of 1,927 convicts who had their sentences commuted by Obama, with another 212 being pardoned outright. The president cut Miles' life sentence, so it expired in April of 2016. In the early hours of last Sunday morning, which would be the prior Sunday, so this would be a 2-week-old event, you guys. Miles allegedly opened fire on a car containing 3 friends who had just left a nightclub in South Suburban Chicago, according to Assistant State's Attorney Catherine Marissi. Speaking at Miles' bail hearing on Monday, Marissi said a car pulled up behind the ex-convict's SUV at a red light. As the SUV moved, when the light turned green, the car drove around Miles without honking the horn or making any other loud noise. Miles then allegedly chased after the car, pulling alongside it and firing a number of shots from the driver's window. So, and this coincides with what my coworker was saying because she was actually with them. She about this story. They didn't even, when the light turned green, Miles just sitting there. They didn't blow normally people will honk their horn like the light green. Go, 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 to get the little road rage or whatever. They didn't do nothing. All they did, sure, go around his car and go on about their business. He got mad. Now that's some psychotic shit. You got mad because nobody waited on you to decide when you're going to proceed with the red light. They go around you and that ticks you off to the point where you want to kill somebody. There's some crazy people in this world, for real, and they psych. We always got to remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay, now, one of the bullets hit a woman sleeping in the back of the car in the head. This is a co-worker of mine's close friend. They were together that night, leaving her brain dead. According to prosecutors, media outlet CWB Chicago, which covers crime in the Windy City, reports that she is not expected to survive. Well, people, she did not survive. She died on Mother's Day. And as I said, she left behind 4 children. Police used license plate reader data to link the crime with Miles' SUV, executing search warrants on his property and vehicle on Monday. According to Maurici, Miles made admissions that he did the shooting, and officers found bullets in his bedroom matching the caliber of those fired in the incident. The suspect was charged with 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder and was remanded without bail on Tuesday. Miles was convicted twice in 1992 for possession of crack cocaine, for which he received probation. A year later, he was arrested on federal conspiracy charges targeting the group he had been involved with. A Section 851 enhancement was filed by prosecutors, resulting in the 2 previous convictions being counted against Miles in sentencing. Consequently, District Court Judge Marvin Aspen had no choice but to give Miles a life sentence once he was convicted. Although the judge described the punishment as cruel and unusual, he said he would have liked to have given Miles something other than life. Miles had his sentence commuted by Obama, following a campaign backed by Senator Nick Durbin, who describes him as an overlooked casualty in our war on drugs. In the letter informing Miles his sentence was being commuted, Obama wrote, "I believe in your ability to prove the doubters wrong and change your life for the better. So good luck and Godspeed." Newsweek has contacted Barack Obama for comment via the press contact form on his official website. Obama was criticized by Republicans for commuting the sentence of Chelsea Manning, who leaked a trove of classified U.S. documents to, excuse me, I had to send my phone to voicemail, WikiLeaks in 2010 as one of his final acts in office. A lawsuit filed against Rudy Giuliani this month alleges the former New York mayor offered to sell presidential pardons for $2 million each. That goes into something else. I ain't gonna read all of that. They kind of over that and just talking about other things that happened with some of the people that were. 1 second, please. Sorry about that, you guys. So, yeah, this guy was pardoned by Obama, and Obama is being ridiculed for it right now. It was just so senseless, you know. I want to speak on something else, but I think I'm gonna save that because I really didn't have the opportunity to read it and all that as I wanted to. And then I want to play videos to go along with it. Rest in peace to Tina Turner, one of the best to ever do it, and did it for so long. Uh, Heartbreaking, but she lived a long life. I pray that I live to see 80 plus. So shout out to you, Miss Turner, for leaving us with wonderful music by you and Ike, and wonderful music by yourself. And just being in my opinion, I never viewed Tina Turner any other way than a very, very beautiful entertainer. And I just have nothing negative at all to say. And it's it's sad to see her leave. But as I stated, it's a part of life, and she did live, a decent age. Hey, Shaniqua Town Biz, how are you, honey? Yeah, Annie Mae Bullock. Yeah, Tina Turner, baby. But for those of you who support Mr. Kelly, continue to write your letters. Continue to show your support in the best way that you know how. And that's all I got, you guys. I didn't come on here for no rah rah. I don't want to do that. That's what I don't want to do. But sometimes things happen beyond your control. You know what I'm saying? So prayers to this family. I will be donating. Her family does not have the funds to bury her. So yeah, there's donations going around. I actually forgot to ask my coworker, and she's gone now. I was speaking with her at the beginning of my shift, um, and I forgot to ask her, was it okay to use the lady's name or not? And since I didn't, I don't want to put her name out there. I really want to. Oh, hold on, guys. Yeah, I really want to put her GoFundMe information up and stuff, but I didn't ask permission to do that, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, Shaniqua, I believe everybody over 40 should want peace, you know, but it don't always go that way. You always get a butthole that's gonna interrupt your peace. You just gotta know how to weed them out your life, you know. So I appreciate you coming over here, Shaniqua. I just wanted to speak on this one story because it kind of touched me. Knowing that my coworker was actually in that car as well, you know. And like I said, unfortunately, this lady passed on Mother's Day, leaving behind 4 children. So yeah, that touched my heart. Oh, let me tell y'all what happened to me tonight. Well, nothing happened, but let me just go on and give you the story. So when I was leaving out my house on my way to work, you a late nighter. Me too, Shaniqua. Well, I work uh, midnight. I worked midnights before for 14 years, and then I went to the day shift for 9 years. Then I went back to midnights, then back to the girl. I've been flip flopping these shifts for 27 years now. But anyway, I was leaving out for work, and there was a young guy. He looked like he was about the age of 17, 16 or 17. And he said, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm stranded and I'll give you $20 if you take me home. I said, if you got $20, why you can't call a Uber or a Lyft? He said, well, I don't have a phone. And then I noticed it was two more teenagers. I'm going to say, so you could kind of estimate, about four houses down, just standing there. And I didn't recognize them. You know what I'm saying? Now, this on my block. I didn't recognize them. So once I saw them standing there looking at us, I knew they were all together. So I said, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, sir. You know, I got to go to work. So I got in my vehicle and I left. About 10 minutes later, my husband called me and said, did you see some teenagers outside offering to pay $20 for a ride? I said, yeah, I had an encounter with him. He said the neighbor just called me saying that when his daughter drove up, they did the same thing with her, and they just tried to take her car. She had a Kia, tried to take her car with guns. So I guess they was getting ready to try me, y'all. They was getting ready to try me. That's a shame, ain't it? You can't even help people nowadays. And I'm gonna tell you something. I would have dropped him off because he said on 115th. That's not far from me. You know, not. That's about. It's not far. It's not far. I would have took me a little bit out my way en route to work, but on a normal basis, I would have dropped him off. When I saw them other two boys with him, that changed my mind. Y'all ain't finna get up in here and gank me and overbearing me. But this one, oh, I got him. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, they would. If I would have let that guy in my car or get close enough to me, they were getting ready to rob me and take my vehicle. So I called the Riverdale police and reported it and everything. So I don't know what's going on with it now because that was, 11:30 ish, something like that. But yeah, you can't help people nowadays, and be mindful of these teenagers because these teenagers is baby a whole they different. They just not the same teenagers we were, you know. Yeah, Shaniqua, I thank God I went with my first man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, good thing I went with my first man. So yeah, I don't have nothing else. Like I said, thank you, Shaniqua Town Business, for coming over. I appreciate your presence. It's greatly appreciated. And I'm gonna get on up out of here. Talk to you soon. Love, peace, and happiness.